Hello, I'm His Lordship, the leader of the Wilderness Guardians. I'd like to extend to you my personal thanks for taking the time to download and watch this movie. I promise you there are no boring bits, so hang around for what you are about to call the greatest clan-related movie ever made. I'm here to deliver you a message. We, the Wilderness Guardians, would like to offer you an invitation to join our community, one of the fastest growing and most stable in the clan world. But before you consider the offer, I want to show you why joining the Wilderness Guardians will be one of the greatest investments you will ever make online. Our clan is one of only a handful to host official wars. Other clans hold extended PK run-ins that last for many hours, some longer than a day. We uphold an old tradition of prepared policed wars with predetermined rules and boundaries. This way, both clans have a fair fight, and members don't need to waste dozens of sets of armor returning to the battlefield, since wars only allow you to participate until you die for the first time. In fact, we are the only clan in the upper ranks that declares wars regularly. Of course, this isn't much of a surprise. The Wilderness Guardians have had a strong tradition of warring, and we are famous for it. Here is some footage of wars that have shaken the foundations of the clan world, all of which we have been a part of. Yes, it's true. You cannot possibly name the great warring clans of RuneScape without putting WG right at the top. But don't forget, wars are just one small part of our clan. Something we are less famous for is our vast array of events outside the wilderness. No other clan comes close to what we have to offer. To give you an idea of what we do, here's a small sample. Of course, it is very important to myself and the other leaders that events such as these are accessible to all our members. No matter where in the world you live, there will be events you can be guaranteed to attend, because we are friendly to all time zones. In fact, our leadership itself is spread all over the world with leaders in America, Europe, Asia, and Australia. With such spread leaders, you will always have access to one who can support you at any time. Because we are a clan for all sorts of people, we ensure that no person has to miss out, no single time zone suffers. Looking after members in all time zones is one of the many signs that we care for each individual member, just as much as we do for the clan as a whole. In fact, our friendly atmosphere is something we are very proud of. When the clan community was asked for the friendliest clan in RuneScape, many of them responded with the Wilderness Guardians as a major nomination. And that's not all. We are the only clan in the top 30 who allows members who retire from RuneScape or don't want to commit a lot of time to remain in the clan as fully fledged members. We value them for their personality, not their pixels. As community members, they have access to our forums, can attend many of our events, and don't have to be RuneScape active at all. They can remain on our member list as proper members. For those members who are ready to commit to the clan more seriously, we have two sectors. When you join, you can choose to be in either the fighting sector or the skills sector, or perhaps even both. Our fighting sector is involved in wars and raids, also known as PK trips, and other wilderness-associated events, while our skills sector helps our members to raise their skills, make money, and offer protection while they're in the wilderness. Now, how many fighting clans can say they offer skill boosts to their members? There is a decreasing minority of clans that enter members' wilderness, and WG has fought all of them. As one of the few clans in the clan world that actively enters pay-to-play wilderness as well as free-to-play wilderness, our clan members can experience two very different forms of fighting. When a clan falls into routine repetition, it is hardly worth being a part of. Being in Wildguard means that every fight is fresh. We are one of a small handful of clans, less than a dozen, who actively participate in both free-to-play and pay-to-play.